Alright, well, looks like my stream is starting. Excellent. Just waiting for it to show up over here. How's it going, people? I'm Zach. This is Zach DTV, the place for interesting news from around the net. Today, I'm here to talk to you about anything you want to know about the videos I did over the week. I figure this will be a nice spot to do a live Q&A with you guys. Maybe something to fill in the blanks on any questions you might have about the stuff I did, or answer any questions you might have about life in general, maybe. I'm not the world's smartest guy, so let's not bombard me with something you know I can't answer, but let's give it a try, right? To start with, I have been doing videos for about 6 months now. And there's been a couple developments here recently that I'd like to talk about, because I've done videos on these topics before and now there's some new information. A while back we had a situation where I believe it was in Germany. Wow, my phone is blowing up over here. I believe it was Germany. There's a 220-pound gold coin stolen. It was a Canadian coin. They figure it took at least 2 people to do it. And I believe I reported on that about 4 months ago now. Well, they have made arrests in it. Last I heard, they had 4 people now. So there's more than 2 involved, right? And from new information, they also figure the coin has massive damage to it. I guess they found a spot where it was dropped from a very good height, and it definitely would have deformed the coin. I think that's just kind of funny, right? Now, not funny. This is a very expensive. It's 99.999% pure gold. So it's worth a lot of money. And as of right now, I have not seen where they said they've recovered the coin. So this thing is out there missing. Probably, if I had to guess, I would say it's probably been melted down and it's gone. They're never going to find this thing. If they recover some of the gold, that'd be bonus. But the millions of dollars the thing is worth, can you imagine the restitution these people are going to have to pay? It's ridiculous. They'll be working to pay off that coin for the rest of their life. What else? There's some other stuff. What else was there? I know I can make some funny faces at times. Sorry, guys. If it weirds you out or something, when I get thinking, it takes a lot of effort up in here. What else? Oh, I did a story back. This was a while ago. There was a little girl they found living in the woods in India. And they were saying she was raised by monkeys. And I thought it was pretty amazing to see. And she was being pretty wild. Well, in the long run, it seems it turned out that she just had a learning disability. And she was actually, it's horrible they did this. They dropped her off in the woods. Her family did not want to keep her, and they ditched her. Yeah, and that's it. I guess the monkey story maybe was true, maybe wasn't. The people who said the monkey story are sticking to it, that they got chased away from the little girl by a monkey, this and that. Well, by a group of monkeys. There's no evidence that it happened. It might just be people bullshitting. But at the same time, why wouldn't they protect a little girl? You know, maybe they saw her and said, hey, this poor thing, let's help her out. I don't know. Excuse me. What else was out there? I hate it when I do this. I need to write this stuff down. This is the first time I'm going to do one of these live streams, and I do plan on doing them every week at 6 o'clock. It took me a lot longer to set up this OBS and everything. I thought I had it right, and I went to hit play at 6 o'clock, or I hit stream at 6 o'clock, and I did not have it set up anywhere close to right. In fact, as of right now, I hope you guys are hearing me. It looks like you're picking up through the mic, so that's good. Oh, while we're here, if you guys are still here, if anybody stopped in, listen, I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed here over the last week or two. Since the last time I said thank you. It means the world to me, guys. I am trying to do this as a business, and every little bit helps. every new subscriber helps. I have found some positive advances here with my new setup on the way I'm doing my thumbnails. Well, I'm still doing my thumbnails the same, a little more clickbaity, and I hate doing that, but it's what people click. I mean, people wouldn't do it if people weren't clicking on it, right? So it's one of those things you really got to watch out for. I don't promise things that I don't deliver. I try to make them a little more fascinating for people, you know. It's what you have to do, I guess. If you're going to make it here in YouTube land, then I'm going to do what it takes. I have noticed some drop-offs here and there too, so I'm going to change a little bit of stuff up, and hopefully I can find a winning formula here that works out. I want to say thanks also. I'm almost at my 10,000 views, where I guess they do a channel review, they remonetize my videos, that kind of stuff. So I get to be a real YouTube channel again, which is just awesome. You know, I was monetized in the beginning, and then that whole adpocalypse and everything else came around, and I totally lost any income off my show, and it's finally back. I did start this 7-day-a-week process now. Well, I guess 2 weeks ago. This will be my 3rd week going 7 days a week. It's been a little tough. I am recording my Monday's video on Sunday, so I'm trying to stay a day ahead. Actually, last week I ended up doing a video each day, even though I had my topics picked out the day before. I just didn't get around to recording and editing 2 videos in a day. It takes a lot to do that. So I'm trying to stay a step ahead of everything, and I hope you guys like what I'm doing. You know, if you ever see something that I do that you don't like, please, I do not get offended. I am the guy who wants you to tell me I suck, and then tell me why I suck, okay? I'm down with constructive criticism. In fact, that's the only way people really grow, because if you just sit around thinking you're great all the time, you end up like Jake Paul, you know? And I am not about to get into being a gossip channel and stuff like that, but I've seen so much stuff on that guy here recently that you can't miss what he's doing. And but he does seem to be full of himself, and I am absolutely not that way. So yes, please, anything you see wrong with my channel, let me know. I see that there's somebody here watching me. All right, good to see you. Nice to have you here. Excuse me. You know, anything you want to say too, man, if you just want to talk or whatever. I don't know if you've seen my videos. If not, I'd love it if you check out my channel. I know this is out there in general for people to take a look at, and yeah, it's kind of tough to answer people's questions on things when they don't have questions. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. I don't expect this to become some big mega million people feed with people sitting in here and talking with me. Well, it would be interesting. I couldn't imagine trying to converse with 1 million people. That would be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, it is weird to think that there's someone in here watching me that's not saying hi. I'm calling you out, buddy. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really seen that many cool new advances since my video yesterday. I don't know if you guys got to see my video. I thought it was pretty cool. It was some green energy advances. We were talking about the Energy Observer. It's a French craft that is going to sail around the world over 6 years and eventually make its way. It's going to circumnavigate the globe, and we will and we'll have our first completely emissions-free, or what do they call that? Completely renewable energy trip around the globe. It's pretty neat. It's a big catamaran. They retrofitted it with solar panels. It has windmills on it. It has a kite system to tow it through the water. And they even are able to generate hydrogen power. They generate their own hydrogen directly from seawater. Yeah, it's a pretty cool advance, I think. And it'd be neat to see this actually move forward. I know there are a couple projects out there already. I want to say Toyota has a hydrogen-powered car. And I believe Toyota was even working on a hydrogen-powered 18-wheeler, which was pretty cool. I am sorry. I have a frog in my throat or whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. I should have gotten a glass of water before I sat down here. Let's see what else. Oh, something neat I did see is in Fukushima. They have finally found the melted radioactive core. Yeah. That was announced, I believe that was announced on Friday. And they were able to finally get a bot down there that didn't die because of the radiation. And the radioactive material, the actual fuel rods, are melted into what looks like a magma flow. It's pretty amazing. It melted right out the bottom of the containment vessel. And, I mean, it's just an uncontrolled nuclear reaction. You can't do anything about it. And, they say the water there is extremely radioactive. There is no chance in hell of getting in there anytime soon. It's under 6 feet of water. And but they've got to retrieve this stuff. They have to retrieve that material so they could decommission these reactors. And they don't have the ability to do it. Trying to get in there has killed so many bots. Last time I looked into it, I want to say they had 6 bots die trying to get into that, because it just could not handle the radiation. It is that ridiculous there. So you got to wonder what this is going to do. I know here recently they're talking about also they've been pumping water in to the reactors to try to just keep them as cool as possible, even though it's not really helping. These things are melting through concrete and whatnot. I thought it was actually funny, you know, Japan's sitting on an island. So what if it were to melt far enough in that it actually hit a magma chamber, you know, because as you know, they are the tops of volcanoes. That'd be pretty interesting to see magma pouring out of a power plant. But anyway, the other thing I heard about Fukushima here is they're petitioning the government now to dump the water that they've been pumping out of there. They're pumping in clean water and trying to just keep it cool, like I said. And they are actually petitioning the government now to dump that water, extremely radioactive stuff. They'll filter it first, but it's still going to go in with a lot of stuff they can't filter out directly into the ocean. To me, that is a bit scary. I know we've all seen the Godzilla movies, right? And to me, that's the least worry. Although it would be pretty crazy to see a giant Godzilla thing come up out of the water, wouldn't it? That'd be so cool. I'd love to see it. Well, I'm trying to come up with things to talk about here, and I really don't have anything. And even, I'll tell you a secret, I'm wondering if that one person watching my stream is me. I don't know. It could be, right? It could be. But I am going to just hold on here a little bit. I'm going to do a 15-minute stream today. And I am going to do these every Saturday. So maybe we can get caught up on some other stuff I couldn't report on. I know I wanted to do that today, but I don't know. I had my tractor break on me today. That was kind of fun. So I was doing yard work earlier, and my mower deck fell off the bottom of my tractor. It's ridiculous. My brother was driving it, and he was out mowing the yard, which was pretty cool of him, you know. And he's out mowing around the yard, and I went to get on it to do some yard trimming. I was going to tow the wagon behind me, and I go to put the mower deck up, and it's laying right on the ground. I could not understand it. I don't think he broke it or anything. It's not like he hit anything, and I did get it put back together. There are these bolts that hold the mower deck up in the air, and they'd come unhooked, not unthreaded. The nuts were still on the end of them and everything, but they actually sort of slip in and lock down. and they were able to bounce out of there, however, and drop the deck right to the ground. It was pretty amazing. And I think what was more amazing, though, is an hour and a half to fix this thing. Yeah, they were able to fall out of where they went, but I could not get them back in. It was crazy. But yeah, I mean, that's basically been my day. A bunch of yard work. It started raining since I set up my live stream, so I guess I'm not going to get back outside and get it finished. Yeah, oh well, you know, I've still got tomorrow. Maybe I'll have some time if I can figure out what I'm going to film tonight. Yeah, that's what I'll do next. I'm going to spend some time, look up my stories for tomorrow and Monday. I'll get an idea of my stories for tomorrow. I do like to bring you guys the freshest of the fresh that I can. I don't want to give you week-old news because, well, that's not news, right? But with that being said, I'm going to sign out. Thanks for stopping in. This has been Zach DTV, you know, the place for interesting news from around the net. And I think I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope so. And as always, have fun and be safe. I've got to learn how to do that smoother too, right? Now, how do I stop the stream? That's the big question. Well, I found it. And this should shut me down.